Nice. King of Cups. There is someone here who you love a lot, or someone who loves you a lot, okay? But this is someone who is finally balancing their emotions. Very, very emotionally balanced, mature, someone who's very compassionate, but someone who's a very supportive partner, you know, someone who's very empathetic towards your needs. But there's someone who's coming in to definitely, someone who loves you for sure. I'm not asking this person, I'm not saying this person's coming in to express their feelings, but there's definitely someone here who loves you a lot. They may not show it to you, they love you to the moon and back, but you're just never gonna know. Because they've mastered their emotions, right? They're not like the Queen of Cups. So she's more like, she shows her emotions. This is someone who doesn't. You have a wish coming true, Aquarius, and look who shows up in your reading. That's you, with the star here. You have a wish coming true. You could have healed from a situation, okay? That could have been like a breakup, shake-up, something, right? But you kept on your faith, you kept on the hope, and you did wish upon reconciling, and that's what's coming in with the star here. The star is also reconciliation, and it's also a lot of hope and faith, okay? The universe has been testing your patience and testing how badly you want this, and it's coming in. You haven't given up. Page of Cups. Yeah, so see, that's what I'm getting. That there is someone here who's a little emotionally immature when it comes to expressing themselves emotionally. So yeah, that looks like you with the King of Cups here, which I said, right? Like you do love someone, but right now probably you're shut off. But you have them in your heart, in your feelings, and you have a lot of hope and faith that things will work out, and they're coming in. They're coming in with an apology or a love offer, okay? But there is some emotional communication that you can expect. This is someone, okay, see, that's what I'm saying. Now, if you relate them, I feel this is someone who's a little immature. Again and again, I keep stressing on that. Yeah. So you're dealing with someone who, you know, probably had a lot of fear of taking a risk, you know, probably thought this was a very risky relationship, you know. Someone very dull, very uninteresting, okay? But this person is finally ready to follow their heart's desire. They're ready to feel the fear and do it, okay? This is the beginning of something new, okay? This person, there is a new phase of cycle, a new cycle that has begun for you, and this person is coming towards you with a rebirth or a renewal of some sort, okay? They're heading in for the unknown. And they're stepping in fearlessly, because see, with the page and the fool here, right, we can compare that you're the one who's very mature here, but this person is a little dicey, in and out. Someone who anyways had a hard time opening up emotionally, but probably because they love you so much, right, they're going to come in. Don't expect something grand, something very grand, okay? They're not just going to come in and express as much as you expect them to. But yeah, they're ready to take that risk, and that they're taking that leap of faith towards you. They're coming towards you. They don't know where it's going to go, but they want to take that risk with you. They want to try this again. They want to try this again. Let's do this one more time, kind of thing, you know. Tell me more. Five of Swords. I feel you feel the need to guard yourself from this person, okay? Okay, wait, let me push the cards here. I feel that you feel the need to protect yourself and guard yourself from this person, because this person has a lot of serious communication issues with you, or you just always have to feel like, you know, you have to stand up for yourself, okay? Because this person could be someone who plays a lot of mind games, and that's something that you're not in for, because your energy is more like, you know what, like if it's not happening, it's not happening, it's fine. You have a lot of love, agreed, but when it comes to handling something so immature and something that you really don't want to deal with, for you it's like you're just like on the guards, you know, your guards are up, and you're like, I'm rather ready to walk away, you know, if the same negative patterns continue, okay? Because you are open to wanting to have an open dialogue. You want an open communication. You want crystal clear communication, okay? You don't want no ego, no mind games, no mind fuckery, all right? But you feel the need to stay away from this person, or even walk away, because this person has just not been either not very faithful, or someone who's just been suppressing their emotions, and someone who's not the best at expressing themselves. Queen of Cups, all right. Now we have a third person here. She's someone who is very, very intuitive, okay? So it could be that this person also loves you a lot. So you know what I'm getting? The king and queen, right? First of all, we have like a pair here, okay? We do have a divine pair here, which is awesome. I feel that you're dealing with someone with the Queen of Cups here, okay? And the King of Cups here. Someone who does love you, right? But they just are not very expressive. So I'm feeling with the King and Page here, right? This could very well be this person, okay, who loves you a lot, but someone who, so yeah, someone who loves you, but again, you're more like, I love you, and they're more like, yeah, I like you, something like that, okay? So you're expecting too much from this person. With the Queen of Cups here, I'm feeling, Aquarius, this is you, this is your energy, where you really wished for this person to come in, right? So yes, there is a lot of love here if you're asking me, but if you're asking me what, on what scale will they be able to open up their communication and emotionally express themselves, that's going to be very little, okay? That's going to be very little. Because this person probably is just starting, you know, probably they've just realized that they love you too much, okay? You have your intuition on point, okay? You knew they were coming back, but again, this person is just having a hard time to, you know, they're taking baby steps towards you, okay? And probably they've done this a lot of times before, okay? Probably they keep backing out, they're in it and out of it, in it and out of it, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. But with the Five of Swords, you are very, very guarded. You feel the need to protect yourself from this person, okay? Like, you have that defensive attitude towards them. Like, you fuck around with me one more time and that's it. But you both have a lot of love for each other. It's just that the expression levels are very, very different. Maybe you cut this person out completely, okay? And that's when they realize that they want this Ace of Wands, this brand new passionate beginning with you. They want you to erase whatever happened in the past, and they're very enthusiastic about this new beginning with you, okay? And they have that spark ignited within them, and they want to take this forward. They're very passionate about you. I think you're passionate about them too, but I feel there's more of that emotional needs that need to be fulfilled from their side, you know, towards you, whilst they're all about passion, and you're probably more about the emotions. You know, this person is more like, let's see where it goes, you know, and you're like, no, dead fish goes with the flow. I want to know where this is going, etc. Because you know, the Fool is someone who's lacking commitment, right? They just want to come in and, you know, they like to live in the moment, okay? They're not very in for settling down or making long-term plans, and that's something that you're not very okay with. See the Ace of Wands, see with the World here. You've ended a chapter with this person, okay, with the World here, and this person's coming in after you ended a cycle with them. Now there's like this huge transition in your relationship, and they're coming in to start a brand new chapter with you. They want to take things forward for sure. You could be living at a distance from this person, but you do mean the world to this person. This is taking things to the next level, starting a new chapter in your connection. Like I said, things would have ended between you guys. You could have completely let go of this person, you know, still being in love with them. But yeah, they realize that they want you and they're coming back. But they want a clean slate this time. They want to start from ground zero with the Fool and the Ace of Wands here. Nine of Cups, eh? We have two wish fulfillment cards here. But this is more of like having that hope and faith that things will work out. And this is more like Nine of Cups, which is like emotional fulfillment. This is like the ultimate wish fulfillment, you know, Nine of Cups. It's just like you just have everything that you need. But again, Nine of Cups is emotional dependency, okay, where you are still dependent on that one person to make you happy. Dependency on any person comes with that subtle fear, all right? What if this person isn't there tomorrow? So Aquarius, if this person is going to go away from your life tomorrow, if you're being very dependent on this person, you're never going to be happy. So even when this person comes in, you're still not going to be happy because you're always going to have that fear of what if this person goes away. So that Nine of Cups shouldn't be there when this person comes in, and that's what it's showing. It's like that happiness, like, oh, like, yeah, they're back right now. I'm very happy. This will make me happy, or this person makes me happy. Now I am happy. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be I am happy, and then when that person comes in, right, it's like an add-on, you know. It's like an add-on to your happiness. Your happiness shouldn't depend on them, so just be very careful about that emotional codependency. Yep. This person with the Magician here. I do like the Magician. I do. because this is someone who has everything that they need to succeed. All right, any ideas, any plans? Okay, this is someone who brings a lot of golden opportunities. All right, and they're almost at the brink of making things happen in their life. This is someone very powerful, very ambitious, very determined, okay? But the thing is that they like to be in control. They're used to getting their own way, okay? They also demand a lot of attention. So their presence usually may suggest that you are acting, they are acting in a manner where, a little power has gone in their head, okay? So with the Magician here, it's that confidence where they know that they can come in, they can waltz into your life, and they just come in and out of your life, and they know they can just make things happen, okay? Someone a little overconfident, okay? Like they do behave like a little bit like a know-it-all, okay? To those around them or with you. They can come out to be a little arrogant or proud, okay? But this is someone who knows like they have you wrapped around their fingers. So be very careful about that. Very careful about that. That's a very strong person, for sure. But they have that habit of creating illusions, okay? Which will always have you doubting of what you see. But they're very good with convincing because they have the gift of the gab. So be very careful about that. But again, otherwise, it's a great opportunity to make things work out, okay? They're very hell-bent on making things work out with you, and they know they will, by the way. They know they will. They know they got you. So be careful about that, Aquarius. Just don't get driven into any emotions. Try and have a more logical approach, which I don't think you're still doing, okay? Five of Swords is, yes, it is being defensive. It's being on guard. But again, there are chances that this person can get maneuver you into the same thing, right? And get away with what they want. So be careful about that, okay? What is the outcome for Aquarius this week? What is the outcome for Aquarius this week, please? Alright, let's see the outcome. What is the outcome for Aquarius this week in love? What is the outcome for Aquarius this week? There is a huge transition that your relationship is probably going through, okay? I think you're going to end something. You're definitely going to end something with this person. But, let's see the other card. Oh, Swords. Yeah, see. The Death is a transition, right? It is an ending, but it is also the card of a rebirth. And with the Two of Swords here, it says to me that there is someone who's going to be indecisive. So, I feel that this person is going to come in very changed with a transition, okay? But with the Two of Swords here, I feel you're the one who is going to be in two minds about whether you want to take them back or not, okay? Because the Two of Swords is someone who doesn't have clarity. There's someone who lacks clarity. I think you're refusing to see the reality of the situation here. This is blocked, right? You're completely blocking yourself. The Death is a chapter, okay? So I feel you're probably closing off a chapter because we have the World here too, right? So this is a chapter in your life that is ending, and acceptance and release is the key here. Yeah. So this is the death of a situation which you have been seeking on a very deep level, okay? Like the end of an era with this person. So I think it is a right time right now for you to end this, okay, and let it go. Just trust that what is being taken from you is for the best, and it will be replaced with something more better, all right? But with the Two of Swords, I think you're in two minds about ending this situation, okay? Maybe you don't want to let this relationship go. Maybe if you don't let it go, you're still going to continue the negative patterns or encourage this person to, continue those negative patterns, okay? So be very careful about that. But I do see you ending a chapter and starting a new chapter with this person or without this person. I'm not sure yet, okay? Because with the Two of Swords, you're still stuck in your head. There's something that you're indecisive about and you refuse to see it clearly. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading resonates with you. Do like, share, subscribe, leave your comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.